A massive problem for Kenny Boy Roczen, a massive problem for Suzuki. We got a good one to unpack and say, could we have problems again over at Suzuki? Well, if we're reading between the lines and looking between the cracks, this is a massive. Did you know Suzuki was on the verge? Well, they did. They pulled the plug on their factory effort a long time ago. The best they could do was our faithful friends over at HEP trying to give some guys a shot over there, but they were on life support. And then Kenny negotiated the deal of the century after melting the internet by accident. And we've seen our good friend Ricky trying to put lightning back in the bottle, probably selling the same narrative to Triumph that he can do the same thing on his social media. Unfortunately, it was an anomaly, and I don't think we'll see it again, at least not on purpose. When you get those with that kind of luck with melting the internet, it's more luck than skill. Take it from me. I've been more lucky than good most of my life, at least on the internet. Jeez, my goodness, it's craziness. But I believe we got some big pains and problems potentially for Suzuki because they borrowed money, if I had to guess, to even get Suzuki, Kickstart Kenny. And you don't ride the Suzuki because you want to. You ride the Suzuki because you got paid to. They bucked up with the biggest price tag. That's the only reason you would jeopardize your career on a bike that's up until that point done zero. But here's the bigger challenge. He showed up for an outdoor event. Gosh, if we could have kept Kenny in the whole outdoors, I think maybe we're not talking about the perfect season because I believe the nerves would have gotten to Jet a little more than just having one contender. If you had maybe two contenders, I think it would have been a different story. In fact, the race that we saw Kenny race with him, we saw, in fact, him dump it. So it's clearly that's the case. But here's the challenge. World Supercross paid Kenny a ton of money, kept him out from the outdoors. He raced a round or two, I guess, maybe to see if he'd like to do the Super Duper Cross. We don't even know. We do not know if Kenny will do Super Duper. We do not know who's showing up for Super Duper. In fact, there's a lot of question marks for Super Duper. But I believe because of the lackluster outdoor season, and no disrespect to the Chiz or Freddie, Norin over there at that team. They have been factory fill-in riders before, but that's all they have ever been, the bridesmaid, never the bride. So it wasn't enough to right the ship and carry the torch for Suzuki to give them the type of limelight that they only saw in Supercross out of Kenny. And that win was big, but it wasn't big enough to save the brand. I believe that what would have had to happen, what needs to happen, and what needs to happen moving forward. Had Kenny been at all the outdoors and Super Duper, maybe Suzuki would have had a chance. I just have a feeling they borrowed money, paid an enormous price tag for Kenny, and because they've done nothing. Kenny isn't melting the internet anymore on his Instagram, doing cute fuzzy posts anymore, trying to juice Suzuki. He's not. Even World Supercross, the same thing. He's not doing anything for them. Nobody's going to tune into World because they only have Kenny. There's nobody there to challenge him. It was like watching Jet win the outdoors. Fun, but there was no competition level. At the end of the day, this is a competition. If there's no competition, we're not going to be as enamored by it. That's the facts. Those are the facts, my friends. Kenny Boy laughing all the way to the bank. He doesn't care what happens to World. He doesn't. Well, he might a little bit, but he cares what happens at home more than what happens at World or here with Super Duper. He is going to make sure he gets paid. He's on the tail end of his career. He doesn't even need to be out there anymore. He's going to need a reason, a financial reason to keep racing because he definitely doesn't need the money. He does not need the money. And I don't think he's as interested once you become a family man and you've got a lot of responsibilities and a ton of cash. Why would you want to risk being in a wheelchair or worse for life to go out there anymore? Why would you do it? And clearly he's not going to be a contender anymore. It's like Reedy. Reedy at some point had to just accept. I mean, it was hard for Reedy. You ask Reedy, it was super hard because he knew in his mind he was still fast, but his body wasn't letting him do it anymore. Kenny will be facing the same exact thing. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a moto guy that wants to see you not only win on the track, off the track. Understand the waters we're swimming in now? Shark infested. Kenny Boy and Suzuki found themselves in the swimming pool together. One of them might be coming out, one of them might not. I don't know, but I believe there's some stuff going on behind closed doors, and I don't know if it's all rainbows and sunshine. And that's why Walty will be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you're going to really love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Don't go over the bars. I'll see you on the next video.
Hey everybody, it's Kickstart Kenny Boy Roxon. Thanks for watching and make sure you subscribe to WALTY Wanders on YouTube.